Hello, everybody. Namaste from Nepal, the Asian, Southeast Asian country where lies the highest peak of the world, Mount Everest. Our paper abstract title is Dancing Our Ways of Teaching Mathematics Through Transformative Pedagogy, a collaborative autoethnography with three co-authors, Indra, Shrestha, Chandra, Luitel, Binod, Prasad, Pant from the same university, Kathmandu University School of Education, Kathmandu, Nepal. Welcome to International Symposium on Autoethnography and Narrative to be held here in January 2 and 3, 2021. Let me begin with our poem entitled Let Us Be Here and There, where we three as teachers here or there in the milieu of inculturation or acculturation, as mathematics education is accultural for long, we are in the process of neither inculturation nor acculturation. Rather, we are hegemonized by Western modern worldview as a product of neocolonialism. Our mathematics education is culturally decontextualized, thereby neglecting and or subordinating our cultural capitals. Therefore, we are here. We are neither here nor there. We are neither here nor there. But our concern is about both inculturation and acculturation. Therefore, let us think, act, and grow on our own ways. Let us be dialectical between culturally decontextualization and culturally contextualization of mathematics education. Let us value both the reductionist and holistic approaches to mathematics education. Let us develop our local knowledge traditions with the integration of global knowledge traditions. Let us dance our ways of teaching through transformative pedagogy. Let us be here and there. Let us be here and there. To begin with, our background is that in mathematics education in Nepali context, as I already told that Nepal is a culturally rich nation with more than 100 ethnic people, where more than 123 languages are spoken. Because of that, there is a diverse culture in the classroom, mathematics classroom, where the mathematics education is culturally decontextualized because of the Western modern worldview as a product of neocolonialism. And this is supposed to be brought, influenced by Indo-British model of education. Because of that, since the mathematics education is culturally decontextualized, the curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment are also culturally decontextualized. Because of that, we are not able to incorporate the cultural capitals of our students. And we actually follow, because of this culturally decontextualized mathematics education, we are always compelled to follow the reductionary approaches, like reductionism in ideology. Ideology is reductionized, and similarly reductionism as methodology, reductionism as logic, reductionism as through the history. Means everything is being followed from the reductionary approach, like ideology, methodology, logic, as well as the history. All are studied from the perspective of reductionism. Our research question is, in what ways have we been dancing our ways teaching mathematics through transformative pedagogy? For this, we have used two grand theories, transformative learning theory and living educational theory. But we have not directly used these grand theories, but we have used with the philosophy of small t orientation of theory that can solve the needs of the practitioner, researchers, as change agents. And we have used the collaborative autoethnography to analyze, to interpret our experiences, and we have brought the narratives, stories, and anecdotes using the narrative inquiry as a research method. For this, we have actually presented, as we are three authors, we have presented three kind of narratives. One is Indra, another is of Bal, and another is of Binod. Here we have used dance as a metaphor, which actually is a dance metaphor is a metaphor that actually establishes a dialectical relationship between two worldviews. One is culturally decontextualized mathematics education, another is culturally contextualized mathematics education. So we dance as a teacher. As a teacher, we dance. We dance means we establish the dialectical relationship, reciprocal relationship between these two views. In case of Indra's experiences, Indra has actually, as a teacher, always used talk and talk, algorithmic problem solving, always following the textbook problems. Because of that, all the such type of problems, the flavor of culturally decontextualized mathematics education has produced the reductionary approaches in the teaching and learning mathematics. And Indra always try to focus on reducing the whole idea, whole knowledge into different smaller parts so that students can understand those parts. And what type of knowledge traditions we have been following, that is actually guided by the Western modern worldview. But on the other hand, there is another space in which Indra actually is dancing, is acting, is performing as a facilitator, as an interactor, so that students come into interaction in a collaborative approach to learning. And Indra always try to follow the student-centered pedagogy like inquiry-based and project-based, etc., and heuristic problem solving, real-world problems, and culturally contextualized and holistic approach, and thinking and imagining and creativity. It means that there are two worldviews. One is culturally decontextualized, another is culturally decontextualized. It means that our mathematics education has produce such type of curriculum in which only the Western modern worldview knowledge traditions are incorporated, not giving any kind of emphasis, any kind of space to the cultural capitals of the students. Our students have some kind of they have their own type of cultural tradition. They are not connected in the classroom. Because of that, only the procedural knowledge are produced in the classroom, and they always study for the sake of obtaining good grades and marks in the examination, and they don't have any kind of connection in their real life world problems. Here, Bals, philosophically here, Bals has worked in the area of pure and impure nature of mathematics. Pure here means that those mathematics which are directly brought from the education system guided by Western modern worldviews. Impure here is related to the cultural capitals, local knowledge system. And according to Vedic tradition, Rita and Lila are two type of perspective, two type of philosophical assumption in which Rita represents that everything in this universe is orderly maintained, while Lila promotes that everything in this world not only orderly managed or structured, but there are so many things which we live by, we experience in our real world problems. They are not only order, there are so many living experiences and contradictions that we face in our life. So these two type of concepts have been produced here, and we do not actually according to Bal here, we do not always use as theory as a framework. What we also use as theory and theory as a referent. Means that only grand theories are not applied, but we actually go into the field and we observe, we experience what actually going on in the field, in the research field, and that we actually observe and find out from there, and included in our teaching learning processes. So Bal actually dance in between. dance to produce a third space, that is impure mathematics as well as pure mathematics, using Lila as well as Rita, and using theory and theorizing. So the third space is that, so that culturally decontextualized and culturally contextualized mathematics education actually gives another kind of space in which our students, we as researchers, we as teachers enjoy reading, learning, and studying and researching both the Western modern worldview and our local traditions. And here, in case of Binod's narratives here, what he have been raising the issue is that our students are always searching for different kind of tricks, techniques, and by using different kind of rules and laws in mathematics education. While solving the problems, they always seek for different kind of established rules and laws. Instead, they should have actually connected those ideas into their real life world problems. But they are not never given spaces to think about that, create such type of spaces so that they can link such type of knowledge to their cultural capitals. So cultural capitals here means that the practices that the students have been doing for long, such type of connection are not there. Only the procedural knowledge are actually promoted, not the conceptual knowledge, not the contextual knowledge, not the conceptual knowledge. That's why only the standard evaluation is done there. Student actually study for some period of time, like 3 months, and then they appear in the standardized assessment system, and they are evaluated. Instead, what he actually envisioned is that each and every activities students actually do in the classroom should also be evaluated, should be assessed. So according to him, inclusive type of space where one supports another, his envision is like that. That's why according to Binod, a third space, that is inclusive, where algorithmic problem solving as well as real life world problem solving should be incorporated. Now in the conclusion, so what we have envisioned, we three as co-authors have envisioned of transformative pedagogy. That transformative pedagogy is empowering, justifiable, inclusive in the mathematics education, and that actually this transformative pedagogy establishes a dialectical relationship between culturally decontextualized and culturally contextualized mathematics education, giving rise to third space, that is inclusive space, in which we incorporate global as well as local knowledge traditions. And we always go for research as for professional development. And in this type of space, new inclusive space, every individual develops his or identity, and vice versa. As we can see here in a Easter drawing, in which two hands are drawing each other, a kind of a dialectical relationship is established out there. This is our references, and this is also the reference. Thank you very much.